review of the event, how it was, how it went. So yeah, so for me this was very much perfect for me. It was really beautiful. It was really a success. I'm happy. I'm done. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, morning, everyone. Welcome back to All Things Data. Yes, I'm just having breakfast now. So it's the day after the ETALO, and I wanted to give a review of exactly what went down yesterday. Just to give a roundup, Taraja means just like it's like a kitchen party, basically. So if I have to translate it properly, it's, I don't want to do a direct translation. Kuchara, obviously when you get married, you get a kitchen, traditional kitchen, and that is obviously done or prepared, or yes, prepared by your husband, who in this sense now builds something for you where you're going to be preparing, you know, your meals and stuff. This is done right after you get married. It doesn't have to be immediately. It can be a few months or a year after. It depends on the couple. So to give a little bit of background of what this is or what this was. So basically when you get married, traditionally in the Oshiwambo culture, your paternals, not the paternals, but your family, your relatives, your elders, they don't come to your new family's homestead, or your new family's homestead. They don't come here, you know, like when you have your second reception. For some of those now, those that have second receptions, they don't come. So the elders don't come this side. So this is more like an opportunity for them to come and see where their daughter now lives. Yes, because remember I got married last year. We got married last year. My relatives, or let me say my elders, my parents are Kurundu Moshuambo. Inaenda Kokoniba. They were not here. So now this event was basically just for them. Now there are now different layers. Now for them to come here, they need to come and see where I am, where I live now, where my new family is. But in that same breath as well, they need to also come view my traditional kitchen, which is prepared or built in a sense by my husband. So what happens is that when you get married, your husband builds a traditional kitchen for you to prepare meals for him and the family. By family I'm talking about now you, your husband, and your kids, and of course maybe some of your, you know, the members of your household. Yeah, so this is what happens. So now this is done once you're married, for them to come and view and see where you live, and then also just for the families, the two families now, to get to know one another as well. Yes. The other thing is that if I have to now go deeper into the things that I've observed during preparations, and also just prior to just doing this whole thing, is that the Oshiwambo culture is very rich. Should I give a side note, or should I give a disclaimer, by the way? If I give a disclaimer, you guys are going to think I'm ignorant. Our culture is very, very, very rich. Mara, diluting, but we are diluting it as the years go by. Yes, of course, things do get in Wahai advancing. Yes, I get it. And also, we also have Western influence. I get that part. But there are just some things that we still need to preserve, which is culture. We still need to preserve that. So Yes, as I was preparing, or as we were preparing, oh, no, as I was preparing, it's mostly just for me. It's not for my husband, it's for me. So as I was preparing this, of course I had to do research. I had to find out as to how this is done, why it's done, and how do you do it. So I had to inquire from my elders, you know, as to what should be put in place before the actual event. Yeah, I got some advice here and there and so forth. And I also went on YouTube to just get, you know, to get more information as well regarding this whole event. But one thing that I realized is that they are at an age where they are forgetting things, and they are not really rooted. They are not really rooted. Okay, they are, but not as deep as they were. Whatever that means. Yes. So they are forgetting a lot of stuff. So I'll give an example. I would ask, let's say I've asked how many women? Probably like five women, and they all gave me a different view as to how it should be done, which I find weird, because if we're talking about our Wambo, we all should have one universal practice, right? But then each one of them had a different view or different idea or knowledge of how it should be done. So I ended up being sort of like a guide for them, because I had to go on YouTube and I was like referencing the YouTube video of Tatem Benzi, which I know, but he said this, and then they were like, oh yeah, you know, it was like a refresher for them. So I was thinking now, because of the different dialects that we have so many, the stuff are not the same. But I'm thinking now, if we are a Wambo, we should have one universal practice. You know, one universal one. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. But if it's not possible, then I guess, okay, then yeah. But I still feel like we should have one universal one with maybe minor changes. So basically, I just feel like if it's possible,
Sophie,
maybe the parents, our elders, can try to instill some of these things, these practices that we have when we become of age, so that at least when you're getting married, or when you get married, you are already sensitized to these things. Like, you already know what is expected of you and what you need to do. Shashi, you end up finding someone who is not familiar with this type of stuff, who's not culturally invested, who is, let's say, a beauty, and then it comes off as if they are ignorant, but they're actually not. You get what I'm saying? To some extent now. But hopefully, again, parents can instill some of these things while we are young, so that they guide us as we get older. So for those who will be doing this, just try to educate yourself, gather information, try to compare. But I would say, like, the best guide would be to watch Tatem Benzi's video. It really helps. It will really broaden your knowledge. You will grasp it. Yes. So yeah, if you come across a practice that you feel like is different or not, yeah, it's different from what you're exposed to, what you know, don't judge. Don't judge, because some of us are just guided by what we get from our elders. And also, side note, Kucha, we are having different dialects, so Apanyama do it differently, and Tonga do it differently, Aparuzi, Apambi, and so forth. Yes, that's why I was emphasizing on the fact that we need to have a universal practice, if possible. despite us having so many dialects. But if not, then Oshongane. So we don't judge, just accept it as it is for now until we find one. If there isn't, let us just go with the flow and do it as it is. But let us not dilute it any further, because like that we are losing so much culturally. Let's not dilute it any further. So ngero kwatiwa petaroje rugo una okugwaya omagadi takazime khanga nditwetera kumeme goye, then let it be. Don't go say now aye ongera tashivurika. No, if it should be like that, then it should be like that. It should be strict. These things should be strict, you know, because if you say ongerara, the next person will say I, it's not needed, you see, and then that train just follows kucha upon and it's not needed. And so I feel like as parents, our parents are speaking now on behalf of the kids now, would say I think they should really instill some of these things in us, and also not to dilute things any further. Yes, otherwise I'm done. So yeah, this was my Taroje Rugo. Yeah, I've learned so much, but there's still a lot that I need to learn. And yeah, this story of saying beauty what beauty this ne, I'm gone. I'm not a beauty anymore. Actually, on that thing, my bro. I am gone. It's really, we have a beautiful, rich culture. But yeah, so yeah, this was my washing this out of the kitchen party, It doesn't have impact when you say it's a kitchen party. It doesn't have that much impact. My kitchen party, like, no, okay, so kitchen party. Yes. So yes, thank you guys for watching. Let's engage, let's educate each other, let's inform each other. If you have noticed something, please let me know. Let's guide each other, people who ready, and let us inform as well. Let's not criticize, but let's inform one another. Let's learn from each other. So yeah, so thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Find me on the Monday.